Playa del Inglés or Maspalomas, which one is the best holiday destination for your family in Gran Canaria? That really depends on if you're traveling with babies, kids, toddlers or teenagers. So in this video, a clear answer to all of those. Playa del Inglés feels lively from the moment you arrive. There are shops, restaurants, bars, shopping centers and people everywhere for families who enjoy energy and choice that can be very useful. But with babies and toddlers, that same energy can become tiring. Pushchairs, nap times, early evenings and quiet routines are not always easy in the busiest parts of Playa del Inglés. Maspalomas has a more relaxed family feel. Many areas are more spacious with bungalow-style accommodation, gardens, pools, quieter streets and a slower pace. It is not as exciting as Playa del Inglés, but for younger families that can be exactly the advantage. For babies and toddlers, the point goes to Maspalomas because the calmer atmosphere usually works better. For kids, the point also goes to Maspalomas because it feels more naturally family-focused. For teenagers, I would have to give this point to Playa del Inglés because it feels more social, active and exciting. So the score after this first round is Playa del Inglés 1 point, Maspalomas 2 points. Playa del Inglés has the bigger and more classic beach holiday feeling. The beach is long, sandy, lively and has sunbeds, beach bars, restaurants, shops and plenty of life around it. The thing to watch here for families is the access. The beach is lower than much of the resort, so depending on where you stay, you may need steps, slopes, lifts and a longer walk. With towels, toys, snacks and tired children, that can become less fun very quickly. Maspalomas has the wider and more open beach, especially around the lighthouse side. The dunes make the beach more memorable and the overall feeling is calmer, but many family hotels and bungalows resorts are not directly on the sand, so hotel location matters a lot. For babies and toddlers, I will have to give this point to Maspalomas because the beach atmosphere is calmer and more spacious. For kids, the point goes to Playa del Inglés because there is more nearby and more beach energy. For teenagers, the point has to go to Playa del Inglés because it feels more active and social. Playa del Inglés gives families a lot of choice when it comes to things to see and do. You have shopping centers, mini golf, beach activities, water sports, restaurants, bars, the dunes nearby and easy access to family attractions and excursions. The resort of Maspalomas is quieter, but also here you have many of the popular attractions nearby like Holiday World, Aqualand, Palmitos Park, you have camel rides and much more. It has plenty for families but without the same busy resort feeling. For babies and toddlers, as this is not so important to them, I would still give the point to Maspalomas because they can have a calmer and easier holiday. For kids, the point would have to go to Maspalomas because there's lots of activities in the hotels itself that most of the time will be more than enough for them to enjoy. For teenagers, the point goes to Playa del Inglés because they will probably want more freedom and variety and choice. Playa del Inglés has a huge amount of choice when it comes to restaurants. You can find Spanish restaurants, steakhouses, Italian, Chinese, Indian, fast food, buffet restaurants, British pubs, German restaurants, casual family places, beach restaurants and plenty of tourist-friendly options. That is very helpful if you have picky eaters or children who change their mind every evening. Maspalomas has restaurants too, but they are more spread out. Some families will eat mostly in their hotel, bungalow complex or nearby restaurant area. For younger children, that can actually be simpler than going out to a busy resort center every night. For babies and toddlers, I would have to give this point to Maspalomas because calmer meals are usually easier. For kids, the point goes to Playa del Inglés because there is more choice. For teenagers, the point also has to go to Playa del Inglés because the restaurant scene is more varied and lively. So Playa del Inglés 6 points, Maspalomas 6 points. Playa del Inglés has much more choice when it comes to accommodation. You can find budget apartments, family hotels, bungalow-style complexes, all-inclusive hotels, older complexes, renovated hotels, and many different price levels. The risk is that the resort is large and that not every location is suitable for families. Some places are too far from the beach, some are closer to the nightlife so they will keep your kids awake, and some accommodation is older than you might expect. Maspalomas is one of the strongest areas for family accommodation, especially the bungalow style kind with lots of gardens and pools and all-inclusive options. Most of these also offer great entertainment both in the day and the nighttime, giving your entire family something to enjoy. For babies and toddlers, the point goes to Maspalomas because family-focused accommodation and calmer surroundings matter a lot. For kids, the point also goes to Maspalomas because many hotels are built around pools, entertainment and family comfort. For teenagers, the point would go to Playa del Inglés because they will probably prefer being closer to shops, restaurants, beach life and everything else. Playa del Inglés is very well connected. Airport transfers are straightforward, taxis are easy to find, buses are frequent, and it is simple to reach Maspalomas, Meloneras, St. Agustin, the Dunes, Holiday World, and other popular areas. That makes it useful for families who want flexibility. If you want to move around during the holiday without renting a car, Playa del Inglés gives you more options. Maspalomas is also easy to reach and the airport transfer difference is small, but once you are there, the resort is more spread out. Some family hotels and bungalow resorts are not close to the beach, restaurants and attractions, so you may use taxis or hotel shuttles more often. For babies and toddlers, the point goes to Maspalomas because most of these families will simply stay near or in their hotel. For kids and teenagers, I would have to give the point to Playa del Inglés as it is much easier to explore there. When it comes to evening and nightlife, Playa del Inglés has much more going on after dinner. There are shopping centers, bars, shows, arcades, entertainment and much more, as well as many places that stay open till later. For families with teenagers, this can be a big advantage because they often want more than just hotel entertainment. The downside is that it can feel too busy for younger families. Noise, crowds, late nights and extra walking can make evenings harder if bedtime still matters. Maspalomas is calmer at night. It is more about hotel entertainment, relaxed walks and early dinners. It may not be as exciting as Playa del Inglés, but it is often easier with younger children. For babies and toddlers as well as kids, I would have to give the point to Maspalomas as the calmer evening setting usually works better. For teenagers, the point would have to go to Playa del Inglés because there is much more to do for them after dinner. Maspalomas is probably the safer choice for most families, especially if you have younger children. It works best if your children like pools, relaxed days, early nights, family hotels, bungalows and a calmer pace. For babies, toddlers and many younger kids, that usually makes the holiday easier and more fun. But Maspalomas is not automatically the better family resort. If your kids get bored quickly, want more food choice or like having things going on around them, it can feel a little too quiet or too spread out. That is where Playa del Inglés becomes very interesting. It is busier and less relaxing, but for teenagers and active older kids, that can actually be the advantage. There is more to eat, more to see, more to do, more beach life and more freedom for them. So all round, Maspalomas is the better family choice for ease, but Playa del Inglés may be better for families who need more energy. So while there is a winner, it does depend a lot on if you're traveling with babies, toddlers, kids or teenagers, and also what you want to do and what your kids like. If you're still unsure, you can write me at perfect@checkedholidays.com describing your perfect holiday as well as your situation and what you like to do on holiday. Within a few days I will reply with the best hotel, destination and excursions for you on the island. Or you can have a look at this video where I compare all of the best family holiday destinations on the island.